What's up, everybody? Greetings from lovely Kadoka, South Dakota. Yes, that's really the name of this place. It's let's see, Wednesday morning, and I'm going to be making my way toward, well, at least in the direction of Des Moines, Iowa today. Probably won't go all the way. Who knows? Maybe will. I got a friend that lives there. He's expecting me tomorrow, but I'm sure it wouldn't be a problem if I rolled in tonight. Kind of just depends on what kind of time I make today, what the weather's like, etc. If the weather clears up, I would love to get one more camping night in. After I leave this area, hi. I'll be kind of headed down toward Indianapolis, and from all of that, kind of moving south. I don't know. We'll see what happens. For right now, I'm going to enjoy this lovely South Dakota weather. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm kind of hoping I don't run into that swarm of bees that was apparently clouding the highway yesterday. Alright, I'll check in with y'all if and when anything interesting happens or the scenery gets maybe a little bit prettier. Hope everyone's doing well. See ya. I really want to close that for this guy, but we're going kind of fast. Well, the weather has cleared a bit, and yeah, I was able to ditch the rain gear and all that good stuff, which always feels nice. I've also recently crossed into Central Time Zone, so I'm slowly but surely feeling like I'm making my way more toward home. And now I'm on a bridge, entering Brule County, South Dakota. What's up, everybody? Greetings from Vermilion, South Dakota. This is where I stayed last night. Primarily because on my way down toward like Omaha, I'm heading toward Des Moines. I'm going to Des Moines, Iowa today. I'm away from, let's see, I was in Kadoka, South Dakota yesterday. On my way down toward Omaha to get down toward Des Moines, I saw a sign for the National Music Museum located in Vermilion, South Dakota, on the campus of the University of South Dakota. So it was about that time anyway. I was kind of figured it was around time to stop. I was in that kind of gray zone where if I just kept pressing on yesterday, I gotta be in Des Moines like this afternoon. Like my buddy gets off work at like, I don't know, 5 or 6 or something. So it doesn't do me any good to get there in the morning or early. It's about a 4-hour ride, I think, from, oh, GPS says 3 hours and 10. That'd be pretty awesome. So I figured, you know, no reason to press on just to have to try to kill time tomorrow. So just stopped in and did the National Music Museum. It was cool. It was like a fraction of the size of the Musical Instrument Museum, which is in Phoenix, but it was good. I'm glad I checked it out. Admission's $10. I mean, I flew through there in like 20 minutes. Certainly there you could spend some more time there kind of checking everything out, but I don't know. I'm mainly in it for guitars and more modern stuff, and it was lots of old brass instruments and old woodwinds and some really cool old pianos and stuff. It was cool for sure, but it's kind of like after the Musical Instrument Museum in Phoenix, A lot of that stuff all starts to kind of look the same, you know. So, plus apparently the girl at the front desk was telling me that they're planning on closing Interstate 29 at noon today due to flooding, and that's where I'm trying to go. So I'm gonna try to go ahead and jam on down that bad boy and get through before it closes. I don't know what that's all about, like scheduling or closing, unless it's like there was a big storm last night. I don't know if maybe the water runs down from somewhere down toward the interstate, and so they know that they have some amount of time before they have to close it. I don't know. Whatever it is, I'm not going to stick around and find out if I can avoid it. So we'll see what happens. We're Des Moines bound via Omaha, I think. So we'll see what happens. Welcome everyone to lovely Omaha, Nebraska, where the road is so incredibly slippery, it's like mind-blowing. I can't believe how slick it feels. These are like some seriously heavy raindrops too. I can feel them, like, not that it hurts, but it kind of, I mean, I can feel it even through like my heavy jacket, you know. It's crazy. Let's see here, we're going I-80 east. Can I just tell you guys how happy I am? I'm not going to that direction. That's where I just came from, but I'm in front of this storm, man. Hopefully it's, jeez, hopefully it's going less than 90 miles an hour. Let's get the hell out of here. Damn it, I'm gonna need gas again soon. What's up, everybody? Greetings from a tunnel, and not just any tunnel, a tunnel in Holland, believe it or not. No, that doesn't make any sense. No, it's the Holland Tunnel, that's what it is. Yeah, the Holland Tunnel, which can only mean one thing. I'm in one of my favorite places, or about to be, New York City. New York City! Yep. It's been, let's see. I don't even know where to start with catching you guys up on where I've been. Alright, well, I'll go through the whole thing, and then later on when I edit this, wherever I left off last time is where I'll pick up this one. Whitewater rafting in Moab, Utah. Arches National Park, which is pretty cool. Colorado. Denver. Been a couple of days in Colorado Springs. Went to the Garden of the Gods. Wyoming. Cheyenne, Nebraska. Camped at Fort Robinson State Park. Mount Rushmore and Crazy Horse. And then while I was in South Dakota, I had to stop and get the bike serviced. My chain was getting really loose and worn out. I found a dealer there that was able to replace it for me at the last minute, which was cool. Omaha and over to Des Moines, Iowa, where a good friend of mine that I kind of grew up with in Tampa lives in Des Moines right now. He's there for 1 year working on a Senate campaign, and so he was all excited about having me there because he's like, man, I haven't seen a familiar face in a while, and I was excited about hanging out with him, so we had a good time. I spent a few days there. Des Moines, I'll tell you guys, Des Moines is actually a pretty cool little town. He lives downtown in an area called East Village. And, alright, I gotta pay attention here. Oh, okay, I'm here. He lives in a little part of town called the East Village, and it's fantastic. All kinds of really great restaurants and bars and stuff, all in walking distance. So I spent the weekend there, and then I left. I keep seeing Florida cars today. I was just next to one a second ago. Once I left there, I jammed over to. I left actually Des Moines in the evening, and jammed over toward. Another friend of mine that I went to college with lives in Indianapolis, and I was going to go hang out with him for a few days, so I actually left Des Moines in the evening. Weather had been kind of iffy and stuff, so I figured while it was decent, I would go ahead and get some miles out of the way. Cut through, like, Illinois. So I ended up in Indianapolis, and I was just there a few days ago. I was there actually most of last week. I was there from like Monday to Friday. Let's see. After Indianapolis is cool. Went to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. He works in racing, so it was cool going there to the museum and stuff with him. Actually, while we were there, the weather was terrible, and there was a tornado warning like right in the area where we were at. And so they had everybody in the museum go down in the basement and like huddle down there for a little while and stuff. So, yeah, I was there for a few days, and then I left and stopped yesterday. Let's see, I left Indianapolis. This is also, all the days are running together. I left Indy, I think, on Friday? I don't know. I spent the last couple of days kind of making my way east from Indianapolis. Oh, I know, I stayed in Dayton the first night. And I went to the Air Force Museum yesterday at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Dayton, which if you're in the area is fantastic. Really great museum with all kinds of airplanes. I mean, they had an F-22. They have a B-2. They got a B-1. All kinds of great stuff. F-16s and the whole nine. Big World War II display and just really great. So if you're in the Dayton, Ohio area, definitely check out the National Museum of the U.S. Air Force. So I did that yesterday for a good chunk of the day, and then whoa. That pothole was probably 3 feet around and a good 1.5 feet deep. That would have been a disaster if I'd hit that. I gotta really pay attention on these roads. So yeah, I did the Air Force Space Museum yesterday, and then I spent all yesterday and into the evening, really into the night, just making my way east. I ended up stopping in right around Harrisburg, Pennsylvania last night, and then today I woke up at like 6 a.m. and hit the road. So it's about 10:15 right now, and I'm here in Manhattan. I've got a room here for the next couple of days at one of the pod hotels. If you're not familiar with pod life, these guys are just going to go as slow as they possibly can. The original pod hotel is on here in New York is on 51st Street, between like 2nd and 3rd or 3rd and 4th, somewhere in there. And these little small rooms. They're rooms. They're not. I mean, like in Japan and stuff, they have what they call pod hotels that are like literally like a little pod, like a bed that like you climb into, and it's got like a door on it. Like These are rooms. The one on 51st Street has common bathrooms. Doesn't have private bathrooms. It has, some of the rooms have private bathrooms, but most of them use common bathrooms, which usually I would not even consider. But the way they do it is actually pretty good. It's like there's probably, I don't know, 10 or 12 rooms on each floor, and there's 4 bathrooms, and each bathroom is like, you go in, you lock yourself in, and it's like a full-on deal. Sink, toilet, shower. They're nice. They're modern, kind of updated. They're great. Well, that's where I probably should have turned. I'll do this. But the way, and then in each room you've got like a sink and a mirror and stuff. But the one on 51st Street, yeah, in each room above the door is like these 4 lights that indicate which bathrooms are occupied and which ones are available. So you're not standing out in the hallway with your towel or something, like waiting to try to get a shower or something. And the maids are super good about, like, as soon as somebody's out, they're in there cleaning it up. So it's really not a problem at all. The whole hotel is like modern, kind of updated. Woo! I'm gonna hurt myself here. I've driven in the city plenty of times. Never ridden a motorcycle here before. So, and then the great thing is, like, you got a hotel in a great location, and nice, clean, modern rooms, and rooms are like $100 a night, sometimes less. Then they recently opened up a second location on 39th Street between 3rd and 4th Avenue called Pod 39, and I think it's all private bathrooms. So I'm going to try that one this time. I've stayed at the Pod on 51st a couple times. This will be my first time at the one on 39th, so let you guys know how it goes. But yeah, I'm going to spend the next couple days hanging around the city. I love New York. Love it here. So we'll see what happens. Hope everybody's doing well. I'll bring you guys in when something interesting happens. I mean, pretty much everything here that happens is interesting in some way or another. So, yeah. All right.